With the cameras all crazy.
It's fucking horrible.
See John.
It's not too bad.
Hi, John. Oh yeah, there you are.
There I am. If Brad just not in the picture, you're good. I'm good.
How's it look?
Did we start streaming? Are we still live now?
We're live.
We're killing
live.
it then already.
Yeah,
So how does it look?
It looks fine until you sit down.
Do I sit down? Why? What happens when I sit down?
Whoa.
No,
I'll move back.
Stepped on a duck back here.
Wait, why is God coming in from the top?
It is. It's coming down.
You took the cover off the light.
I did. Should I put it down more or is...
No, just let.
That's
No,
fine.
we're here
It's like
now.
We're good?
what's that movie? This
Haven't
is the
let
end.
your light shine.
This is
Down.
where we just
Oh,
go. We
yeah.
just go shoot up it later.
Did you see anybody who got sucked off in here? Anybody got sucked up? No, I didn't get sucked up. I got sucked off.
All right, you guys ready to take this shot?
Yeah, we're doing our Jaeger bomb.
Damn, I forgot all about.
Yeah,
For
same.
the Jaeger bomb.
I was like, what shot? And I was like, oh shit.
Cheers. Episode 16.
Hey.
The whole crew. Oh, that was very Jaegery.
Yep.
You just dripping different. Oh,
Sorry, boys.
That's all right.
No, that's good. I like it.
John said it was a heavy pour. I really didn't think it was.
I was just watching it go in. I was like, oh, it looked like a lot.
Whoops.
I think I set up everything good. I
How
did
my
that.
levels looking? Levels.
How
I
my
did. I
levels?
did your levels earlier.
Yeah,
Who's
levels
red?
is
Not
great.
me. That's me.
I think I was getting up there.
That's Dave right there. That's you, Dave. You're right here.
yeah,
I'm
he's
here.
good.
I'm here.
Mm-hmm. You're good.
All right.
So we've been waiting for like what, hour and a half, and then we
And yeah, then
9 o'clock hits and we're just late as shit and didn't do anything.
Didn't you have the camera set up?
I did it all. I
We
did
didn't
it.
do
though.
a test run for me to yell
I
at
did it
Billy
though,
again.
bitch.
Yeah, that's how you're going to talk.
Just the energy we're bringing.
This is it.
You
And
gonna-
I was getting
gonna
worried
come
about
in
you,
at
Dave.
7, gonna come in
I
at
over there,
7.
They
Darth
were
Maul
falling
move.
I was just a little sleepy, you know. I got some Red Bull in me now. I'm good.
You got some Red Bull, some
Got some
coffee.
Red Bull.
How was that coffee I made? You
It
good?
was a great little French vanilla latte.
Mm-hmm.
Can't complain.
Can't
French
complain.
vanilla. Ah.
Yeah. It's much better than the black coffee I've been drinking in the morning.
I don't know how you do that.
I drink black coffee.
Dude,
Yeah, I can do it.
I
Been a
cannot.
struggle.
Just me then.
I remember when Brad made the switch, and I was like, yeah, no fucking way.
Like
And
black, like
now
no
I
sugar or
just-
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've been trying
No,
to do
if-
this, so I try to do coffee with no, I don't have anything. Coffee's all I'm allowed to have from till noon. So I stop
Yeah.
eating at 8 and then eat at noon.
I mean, if I go to Dunkin', I'll get my cream and sugar
something
and
special?
whatever. Yeah, but if I make it at home, I can have it black.
Yeah, I'll try it tomorrow.
It's really a
It's
letdown.
not gonna go good at all. How
It's
long?
not that bad.
How long until it took you to
It's
like you could just
spicy.
drink it?
First time.
Really? It didn't. You weren't disgusted. I feel like I'm.
No, because like if you think about it, like you're drinking it for the caffeine and whatever,
Yeah.
then you're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're like
Looking for taste.
right,
Yeah.
looking for
That's
sugar
not
and
gonna be
cream and
We're
all
going for the
that,
I'm looking for sugar.
You can get a flavored
I
coffee.
don't
It's
put-
not so bad.
Yeah, but
Like, I
there's
drink
no sugar
hazelnut.
in that, though.
I put sugar, but like cream wise, I'm just like it's a little touch of it. I'll have one of them damn things like you got the big
Little
creamers.
individual?
That thing will last forever in my refrigerator
Really?
because I just put like a little drop of.
No, like when I
Stuff
go to
in there.
Wawa, I pour that hazelnut boy in there.
Mhm.
Be pouring different.
You ever get them creamers at work? The hazelnut stinks.
I don't like hazelnut.
I don't like it either.
I like
I like
French
French
vanilla.
vanilla
Caramel.
or-
The caramel's good.
Yeah.
And
I
then when
like
you buy the
hazelnut.
coffee, it's just regular coffee, or do you buy flavored
yeah.
type coffee? For your
She
black?
buys like a French vanilla, but I get like what I gave you Folgers breakfast
Yeah.
blend or
Yeah, that's
something
what I
like that.
always buy. I always buy breakfast.
Or a
We got the
medium roast or
Starbucks
something like that.
but she got the
Breakfast.
dark roast Starbucks, dude. It is rough. Drinking that
Oh,
black.
Starbucks? Yeah.
Starbucks dark roast K-Cups are...
Yeah. They're
Dark.
Put
strong.
some hair,
Strong.
extra hair on my chest for sure.
That's why I go with the monsters most of the time.
Yeah, it's probably better.
Did you like that monster lemonade boy I gave you?
Yeah, I mean I had them before.
But I mean, like
Been a
they're good.
long
Like
time.
after drinking,
Yeah.
they're perfect
Yeah.
when you wake up.
Yeah,
So I usually try to stay
half
away
and
from
halfers
energy
or
drinks
something.
now, though.
You what?
What's that?
Stay away from
Half
the energy
and
drinks.
I'd like to
It's
say
half
that, but
tea,
I
half
can't.
lemonade. It's like a Arnie Palmy monster.
Arnold Palmy.
It is.
But no, like,
What movie is that from? When he's like,
The other guys.
Yeah.
that's
Who wants
right.
some Arnie Palmies?
no, I go to Walmart. I'll just buy the caffeine pills
Yeah.
that are in the aisle. I'll just take them instead of drinking like a monster, instead of having all that
Ashley
sugar
has
and
them in
shit.
our cabinet.
I can't.
do it sometimes, but sometimes, man, they get you jittery. Take
I take 2 in the morning. That's it.
really.
Yeah,
I can't-
Sounds like a lot.
because I don't want to drink all that sugar all the time. That's why. I just
Well,
try to
that's
do
why I
it.
drink
black
them.
coffee, yeah.
There's monsters only 5 grams for a can.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. compared to like the Red Bull we had.
Yeah,
It's
that's
probably like 30
crazy.
grams.
That's what I'm saying.
But like in the morning, I'm like real thirsty all the time, so it's nice to have that Monster.
Thirsty ass.
I am too. Sometimes I be sweating in there when it's hot out.
But you drink that black coffee, yo, the worst breath ever.
It is. It's
I
horrible.
I got my fan on me, and it's just like
Coming
blowing
out.
my breath out. And I'm like, good God.
Yeah.
No, I
I
see
don't want
people.
that,
They
especially
do.
wear a mask. I don't want the
Yeah, with the
stank-ass
mask
breath.
on too.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's the worst.
People that do keto, they do a bullet coffee. You put like
Yeah.
fucking butter in it.
Yeah.
Oh
Yup.
yeah.
Oh no, I could not fucking do that.
Yeah,
no
they
way.
it's
put
like
like
a M-
coconut
MCT
oil.
oil.
or butter.
Yeah, it's MC.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like coconut
MCT
oil, right?
Yeah.
You can do
Coconut,
that or
yeah.
butter as long as
Yeah.
you get your fat intake. That's what it's for.
Yeah,
I would say like
get
everybody
outta
said talked
here.
about like that on it stuff. Everything I've ever got from them has been gross or it doesn't mix well.
Did you? I like the
their
Alpha
electrolytes
Brain.
are
That's
the
all I
shit.
like.
What is it?
Alpha Brain.
Yeah, I
I've
take
tried
that.
But I
If
tried.
you that and black coffee, like I'm ready to go
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
You have to try it. I don't know, but I bought.
I think I tried Alpha Brain before and it wasn't. So,
I bought their protein
No.
one time, and it was like the aftertaste was so disgusting. And then
I
I
think I
bought,
remember you telling us about
yeah,
that.
and then I bought something else, and it just didn't mix.
The electrolytes are
Like you
shit.
just you have to like stir it
Yeah.
real quick and then drink some, and then stir it and keep drinking. Like it would not dissolve at all.
Oh well, no.
But-
I think you got to make a smoothie. I got the protein, like the superfood.
Yeah, but I
protein
didn't
one.
like the. I just
See-
didn't like the aftertaste of it.
Yeah,
I didn't
okay.
mind like that mixed fine, but it was like
Yeah.
the aftertaste was disgusting.
I tried to just mix one up in milk one
Yeah.
time. It didn't work. I had to put it in the bullet or
Yeah.
whatever and blend it up.
Yeah, or sometimes you just have to use something like hot water. That way it dissolves quicker
Yeah.
or something like that.
Ugh.
But, well, you don't drink it then, like just to get it
Yeah.
dissolved and then put it in the fridge or something like that. But
Yeah, I
there's-
take those day packs and then the day pack and night pack vitamins. It's been like more than a year now, and I do like the. It's like weird because you don't really notice. I guess I do notice the Alpha Brain sometimes when I take that I take it because I don't eat all morning, but then at lunchtime I drink my greens, I eat lunch, and then I take my day pack of vitamins like all at once. And then it like brings me back to life because I'm like fucking starving by the time it's time to eat.
That's some other stuff. I bought like shitty greens before at
Oh, I
like,
got good
Target
greens.
or something one
No,
time.
yeah,
and it
you
was
got
so
it.
weird. Like I
Yeah,
could have went out
shitty
and cut my
greens.
grass
Yeah,
and
shitty
put that in a
greens.
drink. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah,
But I
I
bought
had
like
that same shit.
yeah, but I
think
bought
got it
like
from
good stuff
Walmart.
before, and it's like you can drink it.
the
You can mix it
athletic
in with
greens
some
are good
stuff.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I got mine from Walmart.
yeah,
It just
it's
tastes
the
like
worst.
you just eat
Yep,
grass.
Yep, that's
Drinking
exactly
it.
what it was. I was like, I'm buying this. I'm not going to spend all that money on that. And I was like,
I was
I'd be
like-
the same thing. It was the worst decision
Lauren said
ever.
she got the Kevin Hart greens and they were gross. I gave her some of ours when we went to Colorado. She's like, let me try yours. I'm like, all right. She's like, these are way better than the Kevin Hart greens.
Well, yeah,
Probably
he has
just
his
putting
own,
his
he
name
has
on
his own
some
thing, right?
shit,
Some
yeah.
vitamins. He has his own vitamins
I
and stuff
guess,
now.
maybe.
That guy's
Probably.
ridiculous.
Just got money on his ass.
That's your favorite comedian, John?
Favorite comedian? It's not my favorite.
Who is? Didn't we do this already?
Yeah, but it wasn't Kevin Hart. I don't.
I mean, he
think.
is funny. It's not a bum.
Dave Chappelle was, I think.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle.
You're
I'm
number
like,
one.
Yeah.
He was funny to things.
Who?
Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah.
To specials.
Yeah. It just gets worse.
We saw him live. He was funny.
Yeah. Live is different, though.
Which
Yeah.
ones do you think were funny? Laugh at my pain?
No.
The first two. were
First
real
two,
funny.
Big Little Man,
Yeah,
which
that-
you said
that's-
Say
you
it with
didn't
your
like.
chest. That was
Yeah.
the second one.
Like I had
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
I had
and
funny parts
Seriously
to it,
Funny. Seriously Funny was my
Oh,
but
favorite.
That was like the first big one, right?
Yeah.
Seriously funny. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's probably the best one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
stories
think so.
about his kids and stuff.
Yeah.
They were
Mhm.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's. It's all
And it was
good, man.
Laugh
You
at my
get too much
pain, then he
money.
had one more after that. I don't
Something-
remember what that was.
I don't even know. I remember they were like showing up on Netflix, and I didn't even watch them.
Really?
Nah, I hadn't watched them all, but well, you could tell. You're like,
Mhm.
oh, he's got too much money and doing
Well, I watched
random
the-
shit. Like you
Yeah.
probably don't. I don't even know when that guy finds time to go to some random club and just do shit.
Did you watch the documentary? Like, he's not even writing his stuff anymore.
Yeah,
So
like that little 7-part thing or whatever it was.
yeah. So he's got like the Paper Cup Boys or whatever writing his
They're
stuff.
not
So
funny.
Right
Oh,
in
no.
stand up?
yeah,
Kevin
Mhm.
Hart?
yeah, he's not writing his stuff no more
Why?
because he got the Paper Cup Boys doing it. He's got to work out with the Rock.
One of,
I know.
one of them dudes opened up for him. He was funny enough, but he's not writing his own jokes.
No, he's not.
That's weird.
You did you watch the documentary on Netflix?
No.
Oh, you didn't watch it.
No.
I thought you were a Kevin Hart household.
I mean, if Ashley knew about it, I'm sure we would have seen it.
Yeah,
I don't think
like
she knows
HBO or
about
something,
it.
or is it Netflix?
It was Netflix.
Netflix, okay.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. I watched the Paper Cup Boys special. Like, I don't know if they have a second one, but I know I watched the first one. I didn't laugh at all through
Mhm.
any of them. I was just like,
You also
Yep.
said you didn't laugh at Borat.
Yeah, I did. It was your
Uh,
favorite? You liked it better than part one?
No,
not,
but
not even close to part one. But
I still
it
haven't
wasn't as
watched
bad
it
as
like a
you
bum.
were saying. It
I
was.
tried to get Dave
laugh.
to watch it before.
I didn't get a full on like hard laugh at all.
I was
Not even
dying
with
the
the
whole.
baby part. The baby part was fucking hilarious.
That was like Trish was mad because she heard the thing. Like, I put a baby in her. Can you bring it out?
Yeah.
and she
He's
was like,
"No."
"That's messed up." I was like, "You don't understand. You ate a cupcake with a baby on top." It's like, "Oh, that is funny."
The only part I laughed at was when that doctor was going to bang that chick if he wasn't there.
If your dad wasn't here.
Yeah, maybe if your dad wasn't here.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that was funny.
Dave don't know what's going on.
Mhm.
We're
It's
going to
cool,
ruin
though.
it. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I won't remember this stuff.
I thought you did watch it. That's my bad.
No,
I
you're
brought it
good.
up.
No, because I asked him yesterday, right?
Yeah. Or I've been supposed to watch it.
Yeah, it was good.
Slacking. What have I?
It was
been-
good. It's just not even.
I mean,
close
it's
to
a
the
free
first.
movie,
Yeah.
and
Oh, it's free.
Yeah. I just compared
if you have Prime,
I just
guess.
compared it
I
to
have
the first
figure
one, and I was
everybody
like,
has
this is
Prime.
Yeah, I got
not
Prime.
like. I
I know. I
don't
told
know.
him.
Or if it
by
would have
accident,
came out like,
I clicked on the first movie. I'm like,
Mhm.
wait a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or I feel like maybe if the second one came out closer to the first one, by now I'm like, you've heard all the Borat voices and
Right,
everybody
but-
doing all that 14 years later, whatever the hell. it
But
was.
the whole thing they went with for this movie wouldn't have been.
yeah,
They wouldn't have been able to do it.
Yeah.
The whole McDonald Trump and
like I did think it
I
was
just-
cool. I think it was cool that he kept like when he was in the like wherever it was, Los Angeles or wherever he was at, and like people noticed him.
Mhm.
It was like screaming at him. I thought it was cool that he kept that in there.
yeah, it's not me.
He could have
That's what
cut that out,
I
and I
was
thought
gonna
that was
say
funny as
that's
shit.
probably one of the things that killed it because everyone knew
Yeah.
like the character and like
Yeah.
he couldn't have got away with it,
Yeah.
so he had to do all
What
that other
didn't he
stuff.
got away with some other shit that it wasn't a movie? It was a couple years ago, and he got like some politician to say.
Oh, I
Some
didn't
crazy
show you the
shit.
video.
Yeah, this is the
I
stuff we
showed you
watched.
guys the. It's Who Was America. I'll show it to you after. I got the. We can't. We
Yeah,
can't
no.
do it on
Put
this.
it on here.
Yeah,
No, but it's.
absolutely not.
It was what was it? Georgia. It
Mhm.
was some Republican from Georgia, and he was
Yeah.
like he was pretending to be a Mossad, and I can't even get into it. Like
No,
I'll just show you the video
awful.
afterwards.
Yeah,
like, it's-
I do. I remember something about it, and I'm like, it was so, like, holy shit. He really like got
Yeah.
this guy to think like he got. How'd he do that? Like,
that's what I was
That
saying.
guy had
and,
to be
like,
just dumb as hell. But after
Yeah.
we watched the video, I'm
Yeah.
like, that's just a dumb person.
he just went 100%.
yeah.
But like that one where he just went 100%. It's like, oh, you can't say that anymore. It's like, okay, and he just did it.
Yeah.
There was
was
no
ridiculous.
hesitation either.
Yeah.
Just-
So did you hear about the last episode? Because I didn't watch the whole season. Apparently, he got a whole pedophile ring.
I heard about that. He
So-
was like part of getting that taken down because he like stumbled upon it.
Yeah, and he was like, should we do this episode or should I turn this into somebody like? Because he plays a bunch of different characters on the Who Was America thing, and there was like one who likes
What was that on? What channel?
Showtime.
Oh.
So when you
Yeah,
get
I
it,
didn't
you can
even know
watch
what it
the
was
Comedy
until you
Store,
showed
and
me.
then
Yeah,
that.
I need to get. Ashley used to let us get it for Shameless, and then when Shameless was over, she would cancel it, and then I was allowed to get HBO. She plays that game where we get rid of one,
Get one.
Like
to
this
get the
little
other.
game.
We gotta cancel this to get this. If you want
Yeah.
this, we like. And I have NFL Network right now in Red Zone, so when NFL season's over, I can get rid of that. And
I mean, if you want to come over during the day or something, like watch the documentary, I'll watch it again. I think I got one episode. I don't know if it's done or not, but it's good. I like watching it. But apparently, like he seen there was like a pedophile ring, and the dude, like, I guess he plays a character who wants like younger people, younger kids. And like a dude, like at the end was like, "Oh, I could hook you up if you want," and then like he turned it into the FBI or whatever. And I didn't watch the whole season, but apparently that's what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know if they didn't air the episode because
Yeah.
it was like, but like I was saying, like with this new movie he put, I don't know how he does the shit he does.
No.
Yeah.
Like, how does he get away with the shit he like the Donald Trump thing?
Yeah.
When he was,
went to that rally
yeah,
thing?
he was in there. He was in the bathroom for 5 hours.
Yeah. Putting all
and
that
he,
on.
yeah,
And
and
as soon as
he,
you come out, you see somebody be like, "What is this person? Like, who is this?" They
but he walked in there as that Klansman,
Yeah.
like he was
Yeah.
like acting like he was part of the KKK. Walked in the bathroom. He was in there for 5 hours,
Sorry,
but like
Dave.
it's a,
just
that's
killing
cool.
this whole.
but it's
movie.
only like a 20-minute, not even that. Like it's like a little part of the
Yeah,
movie.
it wasn't 20 minutes. No.
Yeah,
It was
and
probably
like
maybe like.
But you think right away
5.
they'd kick him out? Like as soon as
Yeah.
he walked in
Yeah.
as Clanman, somebody would be like,
Yeah.
"Security be." There wasn't even security there. Like he just walked by everybody.
Exactly.
Like,
He did.
It was weird.
but they had he was on a couple like daytime shows.
Yeah.
And like they were saying, like they scanned him for whatever, and like they picked up something up here, and he's like, "Oh, I got a pacemaker," and then like they scanned him down, and something picked up down here. Is like, and it like beeped again. They're like, "What's that?" And the guy was like, "Oh, that's your pacemaker going from here to here, right?" He was like, "Yeah," and then he got in.
Really?
That was it.
Yeah, like he,
The worst security ever.
yeah,
What? He's like a real
Dude.
smart dude. Like he's like I've seen speeches of him talking, and he's
like he does like legit movies, like.
Well, he does.
you know-
He said he was like a legit philanthropist, I guess. He was like talking about like the
Yeah.
state of affairs of the world, like very particularly. Like he knew what the fuck he was talking about. It was weird. I'm like, is this fucking Borat? But this,
Right, I know.
That's all you know him as like funny, dumb ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know like
Like
a lot
some
of
Ali
his
G
stuff is
stuff.
like
Yeah.
it's like metaphors and stuff. He's like doing stuff to poke fun at like why things are the way they are. So he's obviously like has a good outlook on things, like a good perception of like why shit's funny or why shit's fucking weird. It was just weird hearing him talk about like how he thinks the world should be better. You know, like oh okay.
He just dressed up like a dictator.
Yeah,
Then a
I didn't watch
homosexual
Oh, I
and
forgot about that. That was
Borat,
good too.
yeah.
I never seen it.
No.
You ain't seen nothing, motherfucker.
I know. I don't watch movies.
You just buy them.
I do. I buy them and never watch them.
I watched what the hell did we watch last night? Morgan went to watch. We watched The Grudge. Like they remade The Grudge.
Oh, I didn't.
a second
I
one.
remember the
Oh.
old one.
Yeah, but like the first one, like the original
Sarah
one's a
Michelle Gellar.
Japanese movie,
Yeah,
And then America made their Grudge.
And that first
Yeah.
one was
in
good.
Japan. it
Yeah,
was
like the
based.
first one was good.
Oh,
Yeah,
was?
it was.
Yeah,
It was
the
made in
original
Japan.
And then
Grudge.
the
Sarah
second,
Michelle
they
Gellar was
made
like
a part
way in
2,
Japan.
and that sucked.
Yeah,
But
and
then
then
they
they
just remade
rebooted
it,
it,
and it was
right?
good. It was actually
Was it?
good. I was like, all right, I'll watch it. And I was like, damn, we were into it. Like it was crazy. Like
What's
the
that
whole,
on?
We probably watch it on that app, but
Oh.
I'm not.
John be getting free fucking movies.
Yeah, I'm not- it's old, so it's probably on something else. I don't remember if that's what we watched, it on, but it was actually like pretty good.
Is
Like,
that it's just called The Grudge, right?
Grudge, yeah, it's just the Grudge, but it's a 2019 maybe. I think it came out.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But I avoided it because I was like, this got to be dumb as hell. Why'd they remake that movie?
Yeah.
Like of all the things,
That was
actually-
scary.
the original one.
Yeah.
Why
part
is
2
it
is
scary?
Scare's good.
Why I'm scaring you?
Because it's scary.
13
you see that?
Ghosts was on the other night. You guys remember
What?
that movie?
That's old. Yeah.
13 Ghosts. It was actually pretty scary. I turned it off. I was gonna freak Kai out. I had her watching all kinds of scary shit, and then that was on. I was like, I don't know. Some of these ghosts in these
Yeah.
tanks are pretty fucking
Yeah,
scary.
we did watch that.
But the Grudge too. She was sick. This lady's like at the kitchen counter, just chopping her fingers off
Ugh.
because like the Grudge, they just mess with them so
Yeah.
much that they're just doing something. Where she had just like killed her husband, and then they show her, and she's like down to the bone, like
Ugh.
peeling the skin. I was like, all right, this is disgusting.
Ugh.
Like I just felt nauseous just watching it because at first like you just saw her like chopping, and then when she turned around, like the girl said something to her, and she like looks down at her, and she's like down to the bone, and she's like pulling the skin away, and I'm just like, oh shit, like
That's
it's
cringy.
fucking, it was good,
Yeah,
but it was actually
man.
pretty good. I was a little shocked at it. I just turned it on. I was like, yeah, we watch this. It's like I remember the first one being good.
Yeah,
It's,
that's what I thought.
I was
Too.
like, this one probably won't be that bad, but it was actually good.
Scary movies now are like different, like that.
Yeah, it takes a while for you to find an actual like.
All
Like
the
a
ones
good
that are
one.
coming out are like them weird.
Different there.
I don't even know how to describe it. Like I forget the names of the ones, but they're all like weird, teeny, whatever.
Yeah.
Like they're like funny, scary. And I
Mhm.
guess most scary movies were like funny, scary, but I feel like they were like scarier before.
You got to
Like,
go back and eat like. There's only a handful that's like legit.
Yeah.
Even like The Ring and shit. They don't make movies like
Yeah, I
that.
think
Right, The Ring was scary.
Ring was scary,
Yeah,
but now you have like fucking My Bloody Valentine
Yeah.
shit or whatever. I don't
Right.
know. What's the just them weird ones that are
That one where
like
they keep waking up.
yes.
Like the day starts over again. I
Yeah.
forget what that's
Happy
called, but
Death Day or something
Yeah.
like
It's
that.
like a part 2 of that.
Yeah.
Like it did so
Fuck.
good. There's a
There's
part
a new
2.
one now with Vince Vaughn that I'm trying to remember the name of. Vince Vaughn's in this one. It looks like a Freaky Friday movie. I think it's just called Freaky.
Wait, I think I heard about that.
And Vince Vaughn switches with some teenage girl, and he's a serial killer.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's in him, and he's in her. And
That would be horrible.
it probably is going to get weird if
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn's in
Yeah.
like a 19-year-old girl's body as a serial killer. I'm sure there's going to be a strange scene, so Kylie won't be watching that one.
Yeah, it's got to be. There's only a handful that are like, you watch it and you're like, that's legit. Like that's pretty. Like
Yeah.
all the Conjurings, both all
Mhm.
1 and 2.
I never
Shouldn't
seen
say
those.
oh, you never saw that?
No.
You should watch that.
I think I've seen
yeah.
the first
Yeah.
one.
1 and
Sinister.
2, 1 and 2. Yeah, the
The
first
Sinister ones.
I've
Never
never.
seen that.
Isn't it like part 3 now?
I don't know. I only seen one
Yeah,
and
I've seen
two,
1 and 2, but 1 was good. 2 was.
and then
Eh.
Insidious. Insidious was good
I didn't
too.
see
See,
that
I didn't. I liked that until
Darth Maul came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's done.
But they were like good ones. Like Trish always wants to watch a horror movie, and I'm like, they're not all good. Like I'll watch a good one, but like
And I like. Remember we were at your house a long time ago. We watched the original Amityville Horror.
mm-hmm.
I like the original Amityville.
Do you really?
Horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flies are in
You
the
like the
window,
Ryan
and it's like,
Reynolds?
get
Oh,
out!
Ryan Reynolds is way better than the
Yeah.
original one.
Huh? The new one?
The
That was
Ryan Reynolds
Ryan
one.
Reynolds?
Yeah,
That
it's
one's
good, but no, man, the original's scary.
We were dying there.
My
The
mom had
acting
me watch that when I was a
It
kid.
was bad. It was
Yeah.
bad.
Like the whole concept and everything.
When I was a
good,
kid,
but
it was scary.
Yeah.
Because I watched it as like a
Well, that's like
child.
all the horror movies now. Like Freddy Krueger ain't scary. Jason ain't scary. Michael
The
Myers, like
idea
all
of
them
it
old
is
ones
still,
ain't
though,
scary.
him being in your nightmares, I don't fuck with Freddy. That shit's scary.
Yeah. See, I never liked him just
Why
because
is
it
he scaring
was
you?
funny. Like he had comedy in there, and I
Right,
was like,
yeah.
that pissed me off all the time. The
Yeah, I
new
don't
Halloween
like it.
comes out next year, I think.
I remember there was people talking about that movie VHS.
I heard
seen
about
it.
that too.
They have a multiple. There's like
I
a
don't
whole
know
bunch
what
of them.
that
I
is.
Really?
There's like 3 of them on Netflix.
Is that like The Ring? It was on a tape.
Yeah, it's
wasn't
like
or
a-
like a Sinister, like where they have
I
their own
remember the first one.
videotapes or
Everyone was
something.
talking about how scary it was, but
I want to see Parasite. Did anybody watch the?
No, and I actually
Man.
wouldn't watch it because it has subtitles. So
I watch it. Like
I
I,
wanna
heard it
watch
was good.
I heard it
They
was
just
awesome.
put it weird. Like I told you that one time I scrolled
was
through,
under
in the
comedy.
comedy section. I was like, wait, I never watched it, but
Yeah,
oh,
I
it's
heard it
supposed to be
was
a good
real
horror
good.
movie.
I know. I mean, it won
Or
the.
thriller, whatever. You
I
wanna
don't
call
care
it.
about
Independent.
subtitles.
Independent.
Yeah, I
movie?
don't care either.
Isn't that what it is? Independent.
No, I thought it won like.
No, I'm
It won-
saying,
it
but
won
it
a real
But I
one.
thought it was independently made.
It was. Yeah, it was like a Korean movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they
because
won.
David Cho or whatever was talking about how
ever
he's
watch-
Korean and his
Yeah.
friends were calling to congratulate him when it won the
Oh,
award.
he
just
was
'cause
on Joe Rogan, right?
Korean.
He
Yeah,
was crazy on Joe Rogan.
He
especially-
was.
I haven't
He
seen
was
him for-
crying and
he was-
laughing.
yeah.
It was ridiculous.
wild, dude.
But I haven't
He was
seen
a
him like I
wild
watched him on
person.
like random like cooking shows. That's the only place I ever seen him. And then I think like him and Seth Rogen did something together.
He was going to be on NPR today talking to
Really? But then-
Sally Gross
then he-
about cooking.
Yeah, then he showed up with like Joe Rogan. I was like,
On
that
Rogan
long
crying.
hair, this crazy beard. I was like, he had like short hair and it was like he was all shaved and stuff like that. Whatever show he was on with Seth Rogen was pretty funny because Seth Rogen took him around Canada, and he was like, there, and like Seth Rogen just smokes weed all day, and like David Joe was like. He was on there. He's like, you can have a hit. Like, it's no big deal. And he like starts hitting. He's like, He's like, this ain't your regular weed, buddy. He was like, you need just one hit. He was like, he was messed up the whole show after that. It was super funny, but like that was the only funny episode on there. But I didn't know nothing about it. I thought he was just a chef, and then he's on Rogan like crazy.
Crying.
Yeah, like bipolar,
I don't know much
bipolar
about
as
the
hell, I
dude.
think.
I've only heard him on there, and then like I said, it's weird that we're talking about him now because I just heard on NPR we're going to talk to him about what else cooking, and I'm like,
Yeah.
who the fuck cooking? Who
he's
is
a,
this guy?
He's
that-
a famous chef. Like
he
that's
didn't
all I
sound-
know.
Yeah,
him
I
for.
thought he was like an artist.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the dude that went to Africa and lived with?
Yeah, he went all these places for his new because he went on some life journey or something like that. Like something happened.
And he lived down
And
there
the
for
guy,
like a while.
there was like a German guy that was his guide. that
Yeah,
was-
and then
he was gonna kill him. He
Right,
said he was
yeah, that's
this
what it
close
was.
to
I was-
killing
yeah.
him. And I'm like, what are you about to admit on the fucking podcast
the
right
fuck?
now?
yeah, I'm telling you,
They
you gotta
doing
get into the podcast. We don't got nobody got them stories like that.
I wasn't right. Like as soon as I seen him, I was like, he looks familiar. And then I like saw the name pop. And I was like, oh shit! It's like I've only seen him clean cut, like in like doing cooking shit. Usually, like interviews with random people. But I was like, this guy's lost his damn mind or something. Talking about how he was out front of the studio crying. When he talked about that, like before he got to the
He's talking
studio, he was
about
like
crying a
crying in
lot.
the car. He was like, I didn't want to come in because like people were gonna
Yeah.
judge
Oh,
me and
yeah,
all this
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I guess he was on there before or something. He was talking about and like everybody you're
He
on
read
there.
the
They're gonna
comments.
they're gonna say something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, I was reading the comments and like he was like, oh, I was driving down and he had to pull up to a red light and then
Yeah.
like they're like, oh, you Korean, whatever. Like they're just doing like all these Asian racist
Stere-
things they were like
stereotypes.
saying to him and he's like starts crying or whatever. It's like
But his dad was cool. And he
right, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, but my dad was in the car, man.
He was a very, very emotional person.
yeah.
he was.
But didn't he cry about who's the other cooking dude that died? That Rogan
Anthony
was.
Bourdain.
Anthony
Yeah.
Bourdain.
I was
Yeah.
upset when
Yeah.
Anthony Bourdain died.
I
love
wasn't.
that.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, I love
Yeah, why do you love him? You
I don't
love
know.
him?
He
Yeah, like I read his
lived,
books and everything. I have his
Did
books
you?
of him, and yeah,
Really?
every show that guy made was like a good show.
Yeah,
It
he's a
wasn't-
cool ass
Yeah, it
dude.
wasn't
Yeah, I
normal,
ain't saying
like-
he's cool, but like I didn't.
No, I
wasn't-
did watch like every show that guy's ever made. I've seen every episode of.
Damn.
Yeah,
You
I
like,
think he said something
Damn.
like like you need to be able to like scramble an egg and roll a joint.
Yeah.
Like there's like two essential life skills.
like he's been through everything. Like I read his book, and he's just like As soon as he started cooking, did like every drug possible, like all this crazy shit he's been through, and then like you don't know, and then all of a sudden you're just like, oh, he killed himself. Like what the fuck?
After he got real good at, and he got like all in shape and
Yeah,
jacked.
he's doing
Yeah.
jujitsu.
He was like a black belt. Like
Yeah.
Juju.
But his wife was too. Like she's a champion or something like that.
is she?
Yeah. So, or it's current one. I think he was divorced before. I think my foot's all caught in wires and shit. I don't know what's happening
Tear the
down
whole
here.
fucking table
Yeah, shit's about to go wrong. Yeah, I was upset when I woke up.
Damn, I didn't even know when he died. I couldn't
Yeah.
even tell you.
I was like, damn. So he had like multiple shows, like different channels.
Yeah, I know.
But he was going like, I don't know. When like after you hear like he's told stories, is like I'll make a show, but it's gonna be like my way. I don't give a shit. Like I just won't do the show. I don't give a shit. Like it's not a big deal. I'll find
Yeah.
another network. So it's just cool to have like most people are like, here's money.
Right,
You're
yeah.
gonna do it my way. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this guy's doing like a cooking show, but it was different. He's like,
Because
oh,
he was a
fuck.
successful author before.
Yeah,
any
he was
of
a
his
chef. Like, he was a
shows, right?
famous
Yeah,
chef and all that
chef,
shit. So
author,
it's
yeah.
not like a big deal. But it was, I don't know. I
He's
just
like,
like
I'm
hearing
gonna do
that
what the fuck I'm
shit.
gonna do.
But the shows weren't just like cooking shit. They weren't like, I don't know if you ever watched any
No, they were
of
like
them.
lifestyle.
I
Yeah,
heard
they were
about
you
like
just
he
went
would go
visit
to
places. Yeah.
a different country. Like he would go to Vietnam and
Yeah.
like do
Yeah.
And see what like
Vietnam
the
stuff.
But everything
Yeah.
was
town folk are
do what the
about.
Vietnamese do.
Yeah. But it was like everywhere he went. Like he was getting drunk with everybody.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
I went to Holland.
Was
and
that
was like getting high as
Obama
hell.
was on an
Yeah.
episode, right?
Yeah, he went to, I forget where they
I think it
they
was
met
Vietnam.
Up. They met up somewhere, yeah.
Really?
Just ate in like food court type deals that they have there.
Yeah.
Yeah, John was crying for Anthony
I know.
Bourdain.
Michael Venice.
I was
I
upset.
have the girl.
You ever watch David Letterman's new show? On
Oh,
Netflix?
yeah. I was
I
gonna say,
watched
did
the
you
one
see
with Dave
Chappelle
Chappelle.
on there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
was
one
That
I
was
watched.
good.
And then I looked at
And
the rest
then,
of the people and I was like, why?
I've
is
seen
these
all
people
the
in
old
it?
No, because I
seasons
wanted to
before.
I have
watch.
too, but they're old. They're like better, I
Yeah.
should say. But like the new one has Lizzo on there.
Oh my
Who the
god, I
hell
watched
cares?
that and I'm like,
You watched it? I just skipped it. I was like, I'm
I
not watching
Ashley
it. Who
wanted to
cares?
watch it.
I watched
Alright,
it
we can
halfway
watch
through
it.
and I was like, "Who is this?" Like, it's Liz. I was like, "Nah, can't fault with
No,
you."
that's what I was saying. Like everybody
did
else
wanna
on there
watch
is,
the
like,
Kardashians.
famous as hell.
Kim's on there, right?
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
talking about
that's
the
good.
Yeah,
OJ thing.
Yeah,
I want to
That's
watch
gonna
that.
be good. Yeah, I want to watch that one. I don't even fuck with
But all like the
Kardashians
older
like
episodes,
that.
like everybody's like super famous.
Yes.
And been famous for a long time. And then I'm just
Interesting.
like, oh, Lizzo. Like, why is she on there?
Yeah, I
Is
feel
she
like
just
they had
famous
to
this
throw a
year?
bone out,
Like that's
Yeah.
it.
She made
Like,
one song.
Yeah, I think that's it, right? And
No,
then she,
but they were showing her
and
on
she accused the
Letterman
guy
back
of
in
like
the day.
stealing her food, fast food.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, I remember that. I heard about that.
Her fat ass got fast food like
Damn.
Grubhub or some bullshit like that. And
Yeah.
they went to deliver the food, and she tried to say that he stole some nuggets from her or something like that. Like made a huge deal, and the guy didn't do it. And she said, "Oh, sorry, I made it up." Like
Yeah,
just the
I remember.
attention. She was just trying to get attention. Like that dude probably lost his job, did all that shit. Can your fat ass
wanted
just
some
want?
nuggets.
And
you
he's
missing
still
a nugget.
fat.
Yep, he's still fat. That's messed up. Anyway,
No,
but,
but,
but of all the people, like I watched, like Jay Z's on there, like that
Is he?
show. Yeah, he's
Oh,
on
I went back and I
Obama's on
watched,
there,
uh,
There's all kinds of
Yeah,
people.
it's like
Yeah.
Zach
Good ass
Galifianakis was on there, and I was
Yeah.
watching that because he was talking about Between Two Ferns. Have you ever watched them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. They're
Oh my
super
god, the
awkward.
one with Brad Pitt.
Super. I didn't
That
see-
one's
I don't think I
so
saw it.
fucking funny, where he spits a gum right in his face. That shit's so funny.
The movies wasn't that funny though.
It wasn't
No,
because it's not
I
made.
didn't watch
No,
the
it's not me.
movie.
It's just needs to be a short clip
Yep.
of like.
Wasn't it a
just-
Netflix movie too? Netflix ruins movies. It's fucking annoying.
Well, it wasn't. So Netflix picked it up as a movie, but it was a YouTube thing, and he would just interview a celebrity.
Yeah, but they tried to make a whole movie out of him going like from place to place. To
Yeah, trying to interview people.
yeah. It wasn't that good. Like, it had funny parts to it, but
I didn't know the Jennifer Lawrence one where she said, he was like, it's very off-putting. She said, you should be off-putting. Like they wrote that
yeah.
for her.
Yeah.
She was like, because you're fat. You should be off-putting. Like
There's some of them that do good on that show. Like they come, like I don't know, are they all scripted? Like I never.
they're not
looked
all
into it.
scripted, but I know who was it? Sean Penn. Like he
Yeah.
said when he was interviewing him, like he cut it off. He was like, I think he's gonna punch me in the face.
Yeah.
Like he was
'Cause
like,
you
I'm
can tell,
scared.
like some people. That's what I was wondering. Like, is it like scripted? Because some people look like they're legit getting pissed off.
Right, like the Brad Pitt one. Like he was just sitting there the whole time. He was like, next question. Like he would just sit there and
Yeah.
like he would just ask him all these fucking questions and.
There's some like I can't even remember them now, but I know there was some I was
Mhm.
dying with. Like Steve Carell's, I think was funny when he was.
It,
on there.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
because he said he already watched the show and he was
Yeah.
like making fun of him.
Yeah.
He was calling him. Yo, Steve Carell was funny.
Yeah.
'Cause he kept calling him fat.
Oh man.
Steve Steve Carell's funny in
Mhm.
general. I never watched Space Force. I wanted to though.
I
didn't watch
started. I
that
watched
either.
like 2-3 episodes. I
Was
watched 2 or 3
was it
episodes
too
of
goofy?
everything.
Was it good at all?
No, it wasn't bad at all. But like I said, I never finish anything.
Yeah.
I think they're good. Like we had that talk about like Ozark. I'm like, it's so good. My
You didn't
finish it?
Not even close. But I
What
don't have
season?
like.
Are you on the first season?
I think I finished the first season. I think I got like
It
2
took
episodes
me a while to
into the
get
second one.
through the third season, but it was worth it.
But everything else, I'll
It is
watch it
good.
and I'll just be like, yeah, it's so good. And I'll stop watching. And I'll just start watching something else. Like I'm watching like what's it called Schitt's Creek. You ever watch that?
Yeah,
I tried
my
to watch
parents
it,
told me
and
about it.
the first part was not that good, and then they won all these awards and shit.
Yeah. Like I started. I missed a whole couple.
It's the
first
dad
episodes.
from American Pie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's
I
not
don't
even
know.
like the son is like, I guess he's like bisexual or something like that. He just makes these little ass comments and it's like funny as shit for some reason. I don't know. But I've started, I think I've been like, I didn't even see half of season 1 because Heather was already watching it and I just sat down one day and then as soon as she left, I just kept watching that shit. I think it's like 3 seasons or something like that. I was like, yeah, this is good.
I think it's way more than that now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have
because
to
it's
watch
on
Ozark,
Comedy
though.
Central now. It's like syndicated
Yeah,
or
really?
whatever. Yeah,
Oh, really?
They're doing reruns.
Because it's on
Comedy
Netflix, but it's
Central
only
now.
3 seasons on Netflix, I think. Or maybe it's more.
I don't know either.
Either way, I'm going to stop watching before it ends. I'm going to find something else and just start watching that. That's it. We're always talking about movies.
I know.
Mhm.
Or TV shows.
Just
But I watch like old
reviewing.
shit. Like the
What's
other,
that?
Just review shit.
Yeah, I know. But the other day we watched, what the hell was it? The Night Before with Seth Rogen. Has Seth Rogen.
Isn't that the Christmas one?
Yeah, but they get like super high. Like he's super
Yeah.
I just watched it for him. Just because it was funny. Like his
Mhm.
part's funny as hell in there. I was like, yeah, this is good as hell. I forgot all about this damn movie. But it's good. He like does all the drugs they have just because he was like super high. He's like, I gotta do coke and fucking nose is bleeding and shit. He like
Yeah.
bled right in that girl's drink. That shit was funny as hell. I'll just watch dumb shit now. It's that app's fault. Everything's on there. And I'm just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'll just be like, I'm bored. I'll watch this.
What
I watched Dewey Cox the other day. That's on Netflix now.
What?
The Walk Hard.
Forgot
Yeah.
about that movie.
Yeah, I'd have to probably rewatch it. I mean, I know I like.
You know
it,
what else
but
is on there? Moneyball's on there.
I
Moneyball's
already
good as
Moneyball's a
shit.
I watched
good movie.
Moneyball like 3 weeks ago.
I love
As soon as
Moneyball.
it was on there, yep,
Never
me
seen
too.
it. You keep telling me to watch it.
No, you gotta watch
I
it.
only
Never
seen it
watched
once. I remember liking it.
I don't
though.
even care about baseball, and I was
Mhm.
like,
Anytime Brad Pitt, I fucking
Brad
love Brad
Pitt's
Pitt.
good. You hate him?
No, I said I love Brad
Oh.
Pitt.
yeah, the guy.
I was
dressed-
him
he
for
dressed up
Halloween.
Mix it.
I'm like, damn.
That one and Killing Them Softly. You didn't watch that
I
either?
watched it.
You did?
The other
You
dude,
said that's on Netflix
Ray
too,
Liotta.
right?
Who's
It
in that?
was.
Ray
I
Liotta.
feel like I've seen
Yeah, he was in it, but it was
Brad Pitt.
yeah.
I'll watch it.
Oh, James Gandolfini's in it too.
I feel like
Yeah.
I've seen this. I don't remember though.
Was that
It
his
was
last
good.
one? No, it wasn't his last movie.
No,
What the
what's
fuck was
that?
his last movie? It doesn't matter if it's
The
not the
Drop.
Sopranos.
The Drop. I think it was The Drop.
Was it? Yeah, I don't know.
Him
I
and
watched it.
Tom Hardy. That movie was good. Did you see The Drop?
I didn't watch it.
Never even heard of it.
Damn, that movie was good.
Sorry,
That was
really?
James Gandolfini's last movie, and like the last scene, like the last movie he's ever in, he gets shot in the head. Like it's, I
That's
don't know,
fucked
like
up.
people were, yeah, like they were all talking about it. Like, oh, his last scene
Yeah, he
in
gets
any
killed,
movie he was
yeah,
in, he
and then
died.
fucking dies. What did he die of? Heart attack?
Probably he was fat as shit.
Had to be.
Dave's there had to be.
Definitely. Had
He
to
was.
be.
He was fat.
You was too.
Sopranos. That's like one of the few that I've watched like the whole every
See,
season.
I never
of.
finished it.
You gotta watch it.
I know.
Can you give me a beer
Never
too?
started.
Seen the
I'll
first
take a
season.
beer too.
You say you never started? No.
You didn't even start.
I can
I've seen
understand,
bunch of
like-
random episodes, and I watched the first season all the way through.
I was never like an HBO person though.
Right,
Back
but
in the
like
day.
when Trish was like me and her were like trying to watch stuff, I was like, well, you should watch Sopranos. Like we'll go through it. We went through the whole thing. Like watching it again, like it's like knowing what's coming up.
Yeah.
It's still really good.
How many seasons was it?
I think it was I think it was 7, but they did the same thing they did with what's that show everybody watch with the fucking dragons and shit.
Game of
Game of Thrones.
You know how they split it up at the end?
Yeah,
Half
that's what they're
season.
doing.
Yeah, they
Shit's
did that
whack.
with
That's what they're doing with Ozark. It's gonna be two
Shit's
7
whack. Yeah.
episodes.
Oh, really?
It's just how they stretch it out. It'll be like 2 6 episodes.
Yeah, but you Netflix, you putting the whole season out. Just put the whole thing
Right,
out.
just
Now they're
fucking
gonna
do
put
it.
out 7 and 7 more.
Y'all watch The
That's gonna be
Wire?
14.
Billy, you seen The Wire?
I seen the first.
No.
I liked it. I watched the first
I've
season.
never seen
You
it.
never finished it?
I watched the first season. I finished that.
I've watched The Wire like 5 times. Like when I first moved out of my parents' house, I just had like my hard drive that I downloaded a bunch of shit to. We would just watch it over and over again.
I always heard it was good. I just never
Oh, it's
watched
great.
it.
The
It's
first
basically,
season
like,
was
basically
good.
based off real life, right? Baltimore.
Yeah.
Well, the writers, yeah, the one was a cop, the one was a newspaper writer. Like they both were in it in Baltimore,
Yeah,
and
I was
they
gonna say, but that's where it's at, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Bodymore Murderland. That's what they called it.
Well, it was like the highest crime rate for a while in Baltimore, right?
Yeah, but you don't want to be in Baltimore if you're not
No.
from there.
So we went to the aquarium one time, made a wrong turn. Legit, like I don't know
Yeah,
why.
it's bad
but
news.
I was like, I don't care. Like I'm just gonna go to this convenience store, like to get out of the car. I was gonna go buy a drink. Got out of the car. Like 2 people came around the corner. They were like, "What are you looking for while you're here?" I was like, "What?"
Where the aquarium
I was
at?
like, yeah. I got right back in the car. Like I was legit. That's the only moment I remember being legit, like scared as hell, because it was like, I mean, it was years ago, so I knew that like
Yeah.
it was a horrible place to be. And I'm just like, we turned this corner. I'm like, this isn't right. Like this is not where
It
we're
was
supposed
probably
to be
just
at.
HBO shooting the fucking
Yeah, that'd be
Wire
funny as shit
season
was.
2.
We'll cut this scene
What you
right
doing?
here.
What you doing here?
I'm just scared the shit out of this white boy. They did, like, it was all dark. There was this convenience store.
Bodie's
Then I, like,
walking
as soon as I
up
got
to
out the
you.
car, started, like, getting out, like, shut the door. And then, like, out of nowhere, they just came out, like, yo, what are you looking for?
What you need?
And I was
boy?
like, what? I was like, this doesn't look right. I was like, nothing. Just, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, that was it. And then-
I
and
had to
then
stretch
just-
my legs.
Yeah, just
I'll
stretch
be-
my, I'm at it.
Where the aquarium at? Trying to see some sea turtles.
That was, like, after, like, we had left the aquarium. It was nighttime. So I was like,
Oh.
scared as shit. I was
It's like
like, I
when
don't
you
know where
leave
it came
concerts
from.
in Camden. Same thing. You make the wrong turn
Oh,
coming
yeah.
home from the Tweeter
Camden
Center, or
is-
whatever the fuck it's called now.
I forget
Mhm.
It ain't the Tweeter Center. What's the outside one called? BB&T Pavilion.
Yeah.
Man, I want to go to a concert or a stand-up again somewhere.
I know. We almost got it until Santino got fucking
Would've been
corona.
I didn't know.
Yeah, you
I
didn't,
had
Billy, because
Corona.
you had the Rona.
I did.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, you wouldn't have been able to go, but you and Santino were on the same page.
Yeah.
We were
You could have
good.
did a one-man show for you guys. Could have been, you know.
You think now that would be more popular though? Not the stand-up part of it, just drive-in theaters in general. Because theaters aren't open, right? They're still not open.
Some cities, I'm sure they are. I think Florida. You can go
Yeah,
out
Florida
there.
and
I was
Oh,
saying,
you
like
could-
around
you can do
here, wise,
anything,
like
yeah.
you would think somebody would start opening them shits.
what's
up.
the Stretch Factory in Jersey? They're doing shows there too.
Are they? I know there used to be a place I think near Violin or something. It's just closed. I think it's like a big empty field now.
Oh, you mean like a driving?
But like,
no.
you think more
Drive-in,
people
yeah.
would start thinking like this is not going away
Yeah.
anytime soon. Like we should probably start opening
Yeah.
these up. Like especially movie theaters or like Cinemark and all them are like complaining how they.
I just seen something that AMC is gonna go bankrupt.
Yeah, a lot of them are like that
Man.
one that's right near the Christiana Mall. It's
I
a
like going
brand
to
new
the movies,
Cinemark,
man.
and it's like
I know.
you don't get to
It's
watch
a
movies
different-
there. So.
Yeah, watching a movie at the movies is so much better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It even makes little kid movies better because you got like 4D and shit.
Yeah.
You can, like see the cool shit that they're coming out with.
I
They
remember
spray
going to see,
farting on you.
I remember we went to like Cinemark and we watched Lights Out. I don't know if you ever watched that. It's
I
a
did.
horror
That was
movie.
good.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we watched that, but I forget what was out at the same time. Was it The Joker? So one of those
No.
like it was one of those movies out at the same time. Nobody was
Maybe
in Lights
Dark
Out.
Knight Rises or something
So, no, it wasn't that old.
for Lights Out.
Lights
It's
Out?
definitely not Joker.
The horror movie.
yeah.
It had
Yeah.
to be one of those. It wasn't Dark Knight. No, it couldn't.
The Joker was like a year ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joker came out same time
Okay,
Once
yeah,
Upon a
so it
Time
wasn't
did.
that. But it was only 3 years ago. The Dark Knight. Is that when that came out?
The Dark
I don't
Knight,
know.
Three or
no,
Dark Knight
four
was
years
more
ago?
than 3 years ago.
that's
Or
a
Lights
lot
Out.
older than that.
I want to see. What
You
Lights
said
Out- Anyway, it
Joker,
doesn't
so
matter.
I
But
said
anyway, it's like one of those like real popular movies. So everybody was there. We were there like 4 people in there to see Lights Out.
what was Avengers one?
There was a bunch of them.
What was the one where Iron Man died? Spoiler alert.
Endgame.
Endgame. It's probably that.
Maybe.
No,
Glad to see
no. Lights Out was way before that.
I don't know. John said Joker, so I went with Batman.
No, I just remember it was like one of those super popular like that type movie. And I just remember having the whole damn. Well, you just tell me.
It's
when
on
it
your
came out.
Instagram. The one where you're eating popcorn by yourself?
Yeah. Oh, it was 2016. Never mind. That was a long.
Yeah, I was gonna
Well,
say.
it's not that long, but it's.
That's what I was gonna say for the
Longer
Dark
than you
Knight. But I
probably
feel
thought,
like that
right?
was
Yeah.
before that.
I don't know.
Dark Knight
So
Rises
anyway,
was.
it was crazy.
Either
Because I was
way.
like, this is brand new. It was this me, and then
Yeah,
like
Dark
the
Knight
people
Rises
that,
probably.
and I thought it was
older
funny because the people that came in, it was like me and then my date, and then I wouldn't say that. And then,
My date.
Yeah, these people came and sat like 2 rows behind us. like directly. I was like, all the seats are gone. Like you can sit anywhere in this damn place. You sat 2 seats
2008,
back.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, so it definitely was.
But Dark Knight Rises was the second one, right? The one with
that was the third one.
Huh?
That was
Dark Knight
2016
Rises
is
was
when
the third one,
Lights Out
final
came
one.
out. So whatever came out around then. I don't know if it was Marvel or
There was Batman
something.
Begins, The Dark Knight, then Dark Knight
Well,
Rises.
no, all right, well, the one with
Dark Knight Rises is 2012.
so it's not even that.
Not even that. It had to be.
You said Joker. That was
Batman
2019.
vs
Yeah.
Superman is 2016.
Nah, it wasn't it.
What was the
That'd be-
snappy
is there
boy
an-
I was talking about?
Is there an
Endgame.
Avengers movie or something?
Yeah, no.
What was
that
the Endgame boy?
That was like 2 years
Is there an
ago.
Avengers movie that came out in 2016?
It could have been the one
Endgame
before
was in
that.
2016. I didn't even see that, but I know everybody was talking about Iron Man dying. That
So
was
maybe that had to be it.
that was like probably 19.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago. Could have been the one before that.
2019.
Either way, it was the best way to watch a
Avengers
horror
Endgame
movie,
is
like in a
2019.
big ass theater,
What was
like
Infinity
quiet
War?
as hell.
2018.
It came out a year before.
Infinity War 18. Endgame 19.
Oh, shit.
Age
So
of
it
the
wasn't even that.
Ultron was 15.
I have no clue.
Me either.
Somebody
I-
watched something else.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
something
I
crazy
don't
going on
watch.
there.
I
But they
think
were-
I've seen maybe one of these.
They were all there. I haven't watched any. I, don't watch
I
any
can't
Marvel
stand 'em.
movies.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
I've
not-
seen a
I'm not
couple,
up
but-
on the.
I can't
I
fuck
like
with you.
Iron Man. I'm not.
I know you love all of them.
I do too.
He does too.
I watched.
And he still ain't
Captain
seen the
America
Hateful
one.
Eight.
You never
I
seen
didn't,
the
but I own
Hateful
it.
Eight?
I own it.
I don't mean shit.
What?
Tell him, Dave.
What?
Dave was just shaking his head. He's like, that's not what I said. That's not
And
what I
I
said.
already told you I fucking never seen Ready Player One. I own that.
Yeah,
too.
and Ready Player 2 is about to come out this month. The
I don't even
book.
know what
I
that
can't
is.
wait to. A couple
The
days.
they had a whole. I heard the book was way better.
The book is way better.
than
and
that.
and the new book
But what's
is
Ready
coming
Player
out.
One? I don't even know what that is.
Awesome book. Good movie too. I seen the movie first and liked it a lot, so I read the book, and the book's awesome.
Yeah, I got his digital code, so I'll watch it eventually.
Somebody gonna tell me what it is.
I don't know. I didn't watch
It's
it.
like it's just like in the
Let's go with
future
you.
a little bit, I guess, and like there's when they have like the full haptic suits, so you're like in the other like in the game, but
Yeah.
it feels like you're really there, and there's like the treadmill that you walk on that like suspends you. Got the suspension thing, so like you jump and you actually float, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. I just read the other book that the guy wrote too, and that's about like all the video games you guys play with the drones and shit. It's called Armada.
Oh, hey girl,
What's up?
how are you?
Shishi.
Oh, it smells different out here. You got a pet skunk.
But all the game was like training all the people to actually fight the aliens that they've actually been fighting
I would
for
never watch this movie.
since like the 70s. This is a book,
Never.
but
I'd
The
probably
alien-
rather read the book than watch this movie. I would never make it through it.
yeah,
Well, maybe I don't know.
I like it. It was interesting.
Did that Capone movie ever come out?
Mhm.
Did I tag
Yes,
you in?
I heard the Tom Hardy one is hard.
That's the one I tagged you in.
The one where he's
Old.
Just
dying.
He's just having
Yeah.
flashbacks.
It's just him
to the whole
dying.
thing. Yeah.
what was the other? Wasn't what was the John Travolta one?
That was horrible. No, that was
Yeah.
John Gotti,
Oh, John Gotti. It's-
which I heard was shit.
Yeah.
acting too. Like the worst thing
New
ever.
a new John
Yeah, it's a-
Travolta John Gotti movie.
Mhm.
No, it's old now. It's
Well,
a
it's
couple
not.
years old, but yeah, he played John Gotti in a movie, and they said it was trash. Like everything, like the writing was trash. Everything.
I like Tom Hardy. That's why I was like,
I like
this
Tom
might
Hardy,
be good.
too.
But
I heard it was
Yeah.
bad. I didn't watch it though.
Tom Hardy's
I mean, it was when he was
Peaky
old. And he was
Blinders.
on his way out anyway. So it was
Yeah.
like,
See,
Like
I
I'm
wanted
sure,
to
like
watch
when
that
they
and
do,
Trish watched
because they
it,
did
and
like
I got mad.
flashbacks of him
So
like
good.
doing crime shit. Like so, but like, I think it was the fact that you had to wait.
yeah,
Like it was
probably.
a lot of dead time, and then when he actually tells the stories, I heard it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But you have to wait for those moments to come because he's just sitting there. Because he's whack. What the hell did he have? Some kind of STD. I forget what he had.
Oh,
Syphilis, right?
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
that
they
makes
did
your hair fall out. Yeah,
Who had it?
Syphilis make your hair fall out.
yeah. That's why they wore the. You never
Yeah,
heard Joe
dude.
Rogan with the big
Yeah.
wigs? Come on, you watch Joe
I
Rogan.
did, but I don't
Come
know.
on, Skip.
There was
Come
this,
on, Skip.
My syphilis knowledge is very low.
There was this
Yeah.
show called what's it called? It had Clive Owen in it, and it was called. Oh man, it was about this hospital back in like the early 1900s. But the guy was hooking up with this girl, and she had it, and he was like, "It's okay, I'm gonna help you," and her nose was falling off. That's what it would make it do. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you would get syphilis, and she got it because her husband cheated on her. And then but her fucking nose was falling off, and that's what it would be. They'd be wearing wigs because they were just
Yeah,
deteriorating.
Yeah, I
What
know
the
it, I know
fuck?
it fucked his brain up, but
It was Al Capone. Yeah, he died of syphilis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was the name of that
He was
show?
rich as hell. You'd be like, yeah, I got syphilis. Cure that shit. Penicillin. And then all he did.
Yeah, but back in the day, they ain't
Yeah, but
they
I think
just
they
ain't
had
fuck
it.
with
put powdered wigs on you.
Yeah, but I think they had penicillin in Al Capone's day.
Yeah, but I don't know if they knew that they could use it for.
But I thought it was just the fact that he didn't want to.
He didn't want.
See
He was like
anybody.
an anti-vaxxer.
No. That's nowadays. Isn't it? Yeah, I don't know if that shit existed. Yeah, I think it's just because he was saying, like who he was. He just didn't want to go see a doctor and say, "Hey, I got syphilis" and
Right,
shit like that.
right.
So he just was like, "I'm be okay."
But a lot of people died from syphilis back then. I thought
Yeah,
'cause
I think
their
they-
faces were falling off and shit.
Yeah.
Fates be falling off. Goddamn pets' heads be falling off.
Pretty bird. We were just talking about that
You
yesterday.
were
weren't we?
just talking
Dumb
about
and
that.
Dumber?
yesterday.
Face is falling off and shit.
It had so much duct tape around that bird's neck.
He did. You sold Petey? He's like, I sold a couple things. I'm like, what? Petey?
He said like a bunch of shit and just threw it in there.
Sold it to that blind kid.
Yeah. Fuck is his name? Like Tommy or some bullshit like that. He's like, Tommy?
He was all
Down
eating,
there petting it.
he was all eating cheese curls. He sold Petey, the dead bird.
Oh my god. That's
Oh,
a pretty
shit.
classic movie.
It is funny. And
There is nothing funny about any of the other ones though.
no. The next two.
I was almost mad
Nick.
when they came out.
It was called the Nick, and it was short for the Knickerbocker, and it was like the first major hospital in New York back in the day. That's what it was. Sorry. Sorry. to
You're
cut you
right.
off there. It was bothering the shit out of me.
Yeah, I was just trying to think if they had a cure back then. I feel like they did. But maybe not if everybody
It was
Googling-
cocaine for this guy.
Wow.
He would inject cocaine and
that's-
think he knew the answers to
Well,
everything.
Yep.
And then the answer to getting him off the cocaine was morphine.
just straight drug after drug.
That's
like,
just Oregon
no, it was
now.
heroin. That was when heroin
Right,
came out.
yeah.
They're like, you need to get off cocaine? Here's some heroin. They're just,
That is Oregon right now.
That is.
oh yeah, that is Oregon right
January 1st, they're going to be hitting different.
Well, you still get fines though.
now.
But it's-
$100 if you don't go to rehab.
Yeah, I was gonna say $100 when you go to rehab. Like, what's it? I'm gonna spend my day in rehab. It's not even
Fuck.
rehab. They just put you through a test. They said to see if you're an addict.
I don't know.
It's not
As
even
long-
like
if,
a
they, if
full-
they're not committing any other crimes, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to kill yourself, you're an adult. Do what you're gonna
But
do.
like other places been doing it where they give you like clean needles and stuff like that. They're like, hey, if you're gonna be a
and
drug
drug
addict,
rates
just
go
don't
down.
get everybody else like AIDS and shit like that. Here's like clean needles. So.
Yep.
And it worked for them.
I
What's
think it
like-
helps
like,
things.
Yeah, Sweden and shit places like that. I think have already been.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that, but they've been doing it for a long time.
Y'all know, yeah, places have it.
I mean,
It
they
seems
got
to-
meth on there too. That ain't.
I know.
Yeah, it's everything.
Yeah,
Everything's.
it's any drug on there. And then they completely legalize psychedelics? I thought they
in
No,
Oregon,
just now.
I think they
I think
do
they did.
anything.
Yeah,
I think it's any.
No, but I
drug
mean,
that-
I don't think you get a fine for psychedelics. I think it's
Oh.
only like coke, like
The
man,
bad ones.
man-made
Yeah,
drugs you get
I
the
got
fine
it.
for. I think
Yeah, it's like
psychedelics are
heroin,
like
meth.
just recreational use now. Like fine, you don't get anything for that.
Well, mushrooms.
Yeah.
Other psychedelics are
That in
man-made.
Colorado, right there.
And Washington D.C.
Yeah,
did mushrooms.
that's
You
crazy.
can, you can have mushrooms in
He said
Washington.
Washington, D.C. did mushrooms.
They're all on mushrooms now.
They're all on there.
All of them.
They probably
The White
are,
House
too.
is high
Fucking
as shit.
tripping down there.
McDonald Trump. He probably got everybody taking him in the White House right now.
I can't wait to come over here and just a whole table of drugs sitting here.
Hang on, I'm
And
still
you
working
two-
at.
And you two
Yeah.
can't do them. It's just gonna be Dave and I. Just
I
doing
know.
a bunch of drugs on the table, and you two can't do them. That's
Be banned from Twitch.
There was the meme. It was Tyrone Bigham. He was opening up a crack
Yeah.
store in Oregon.
He said crack a peanut butter sandwich.
Oh yeah, peanut butter and crack sandwich.
They said he
I
turned
think
into
Josh
an
just sent me that
entrepreneur
picture.
now, and he's opening up his own crack dispensary.
That's what you were saying yesterday about they had that meme that said, "Congratulations to the war on drugs. The drugs won."
Yep. I like it.
Tyrone Biggles. He was on that. Was it Fear Factor?
Yeah.
Where he's just
Hey,
laying
Joe
in there.
Rogan.
reading
Oh,
the
speaking of
newspaper
which,
and
you
shit?
see Chappelle shows on Netflix now?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys
Probably
don't follow
unedited,
Netflix's joke on Instagram?
No.
They put like the comedy specials up.
Yeah.
They put Chappelle show up there.
I like when he came on. He was like, "Hey, Joe Rogan, I smoke rocks."
He was all standing in what's that? The hot coals they gotta
Yeah.
walk across. He just stood in the middle of
He was
them.
like, "What's that?"
Joe Rogan, you crazy?
But he had him in there like, what was it, snakes and
He
was
all
like-
slept in there.
Yeah, he was asleep because he pulled out the newspaper. He's like, okay.
And then when his girl had to eat that fucking,
He's like, dude, you
it was
won.
like-
You can get out. Nah, fine.
it was like a fucking cow's penis, and he's like, pretend like it's mine.
Damn, that show was so good.
It was.
Oh
So
my
good.
god.
I think I've
Got
watched
Dylan.
the what was it? Moments in Hookup History. I think I watched that episode
Mhm.
last night or something like that. I was just throwing on there. Like the dude was like the first dude to put his dick in a popcorn
Oh,
container,
yeah.
which he reaches in.
She all put her head in there at the end.
It was the one dude where like the girl was drunk at the bar, and he's like, somebody get this girl a ride home, and he throws the keys, and the two dudes go for him, like Dave Chappelle and what's that other dude?
Charlie Murphy.
No, he was on.
Degenerates.
Donnell Rollins.
Don him.
Yeah, where they go like the same time, and he catches the keys, but then Dave Chappelle calls the cops on him and says he's drunk. So they meets him outside, and he's like, "Maybe I'll take you home." He's like, "Sometimes you got to play dirty."
My favorite was the blind
Oh yeah, that
Oh.
racist dude.
supremacist or
Yeah.
whatever it was. That shit was so fucking funny.
It was. Dude's head exploded. He took his side.
Y'all want to see my face?
The best was when the two white kids in the car. They had the rap music playing.
Oh,
They
Oh,
called,
yeah.
they called him the N word, and then he's like, they pull off, and he's like, "Yo, he just called us the N word." They're like,
Yeah, they're-
"Yeah." It's so cool. Oh my god.
The Black Bush skit was pretty funny too.
the which one?
Black Bush, when he played President Bush.
Oh yeah.
That shit was funny with the yellow
Don't
cake.
drop that shit. That was
guy.
Mos Def was in that.
Yeah.
he was in a lot
He's
of
like,
them.
the motherfucker went to Africa and bought some yellow cake. He like got it wrapped up in this special CIA napkin. The old guy's like, don't drop that shit.
That shit was funny. Remember the dude who's like, holla, let me holla, I'ma holla at you.
And
Holla,
he said,
holla,
we're
holla.
going to Mars. MARS.
What was the dude's name? What was Donnell Rollins' name? Dusty or Ashy Larry?
Yeah.
Larry.
But he's in like the back. The funniest part. I
They're
don't know if you
rolling dice.
remember, like he's in the back doing like the robot.
Yeah,
Like, that
yeah.
shit was so. I don't even remember what the skit was, but he's just in the background. You just see he's like,
I think it was like the CeeLo championship
yeah,
when they
it
were
was
shooting
like, yeah,
dice.
in the back down the basement or something like that. Yeah, that shit was so funny.
Remember when he did the fake commercial for Nissan or whatever?
Oh,
that
the,
girl was dancing?
Mitsubishi commercial.
Oh, yeah,
She
it
was
was
like,
Mitsubishi.
yeah. He's like, so I'm gonna show you this.
It was like
She
the
like,
rave.
He was like,
Rave
come
music.
on, titty.
Yeah, popped out.
He's like,
And he all he
He
paused
was
it.
like, look at my face.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
He was
pause. He's like, that's the moment. He's like, that's when the titty popped out.
you see his face, that shit was hilarious. He was
Because
like,
they had a commercial just like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
on
it
Comedy
was like a-
Central.
yeah.
Top laughing in the car and shit like
and
that.
then he hit that puddle on her.
Yeah. Oh my god.
She's all dancing, got hit with it.
That shit was funny. He was like, look at this video. He's like, look at my face. Look at my face. I'm
Because
like,
they played
come
like the whole
on,
commercial
titty.
first, I think.
Yeah.
And then he was like, now. He was like, I want to show you guys this moment when this happened. He was like, yo, he's like, paused. He's like, right there. That's when the titty popped out.
He was looking.
He was
too.
like, excited as shit. That show was great. How many seasons did it have? 3?
3.
I don't-
Just
yeah.
3. Yep.
That's not that many seasons for like all the shit we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Mm-hmm. It was like every episode was pretty much gold. Like,
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, it don't matter which
See,
one's on.
Remember when they
season
got
3
the-
gets a little. There's a couple not so
Yeah.
funny ones in
Yeah.
season
Yeah.
3, and you're like, oh. And then when it happened, that's why I wasn't like super surprised. I mean, I was surprised he walked away from it, but I was
Mhm.
like, season 3 had some skits that weren't.
because didn't
that
they throw a
funny.
lot of money at him? And he just said
A
no.
lot of money
Oh, yeah, a lot.
just to do like 7 episodes or something for a season 4.
Yeah, the
or something
Wayne
like
Brady shit though.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
forgot about
Oh my
that.
god.
that. When he was all gangster on him.
Yeah.
That's why he's on. Yeah. When he took
Oh,
over the
yeah,
show, right?
that
He took over
yeah.
the
shit
show.
was so funny.
And
That
then
was
he's like,
season 3.
he's like, if you do not smoke this, we have a
Uh-huh.
problem.
he went training
Wayne
day on him.
He's like, Wayne Brady, son.
Remember the one where he was playing video games with that cancer patient kid?
Pick up sticks, white boy.
When he died-
or something, weren't they?
Remember he died?
Yeah.
He was like, oh shit, get up. He's like, you all right? Pick up your sticks, white boy. That shit was funny.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I think it was NBA Jams. It had to be.
It was-
something like
yeah,
that.
it was-
Yeah.
Because he was kicking his ass.
Cause the the dude that was dying, he made like one score. He's like, oh, hooray for me. He's like, hooray for me. He just started fucking slam dunking on him and shit.
That shit was funny.
Hooray for me, Billy. That shit was good.
That guy is funny. His little inauguration thing, we talked about it before, I think, was funny as hell, too. Where he got that award.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. And what was the dude that wrote the show with him?
Neil
Neil
Brennan.
Brennan?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Neil
he was
Brennan.
funny as hell on there when he
Oh,
when,
yeah,
when he
yeah.
was like, "I get no credit for this shit at all." He was like, "This is the first time I'll ever get credit for this show," or something because Dave Chappelle was like thanking him for it. And so
You
he
ever
was like,
see
"This is
Neil
the
Brennan?
only time."
Yeah,
He's
his
the
stand-up-
whitest of white people.
Oh,
Yeah.
His stand-up's so good.
Yeah,
Is it?
very different. Like the
Two
three mics,
mics or three mics, yeah.
because he's
Oh,
like
yeah.
he tells like the one-liners, real serious shit in the center
then
or something like
yeah.
that, and then like regular comedy type stuff on the.
Yeah.
It's weird, it's different, but it was
It was
was
very
good.
different, but it was
yeah,
good.
it was good.
Yeah, Neil Brennan's good.
And he's wrote all kinds of shit. Well, I was just watching it. Somebody said he was on. They said he came up to him and told him he wasn't funny. I was just watching something.
He was one of the writers on Half Baked, I think.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Yeah, because he talked about that in there. He was
Yeah.
like, because Dave Chappelle called him and told him, he was like, if whatever studio calls, he was like, tell him we're working on a movie about weed. And he was like, all right. Then they called him and he's like, called him back like a month later or something. He's like, hey, they called about this movie. He's like, what movie? And then they had to sit down like in one night to like write out the whole thing. He was like, and if you didn't watch the movie, you can tell. He was like, it's shitty. But somebody was just talking about Neil, hell, on Bad Friends, they were talking about him. Bobby Lee said he went to an audition and he like, hey, he did a part. And Neil Brennan walked up to him and was like, nobody knows what the fuck you're saying. And he was like, are you? He was like, I had to look at him. I didn't know if he was serious or not, but he was like, he was serious.
I don't remember
Yeah, it was
that.
like this little part. They were talking about they were talking about movie auditions, like as an Asian person he
Yeah,
had to
yeah.
go to, and he was like, he went to something, and Neil Brennan was like one of the writers on there, and like he did his whole like little part, and he just like walked up to him and whispered in his ear, he's like, nobody knows what the fuck you just said, and he was like, I thought he was kidding, but he wasn't kidding.
Oh, yeah. I
Because he was
do
talking about
remember
like
that.
Larry David on there and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like they were talking about random people. It was funny as shit.
No, but I was watching that thing on Showtime, the comedy store thing, and Mitzi had Louis C.K. go up, and Bobby Lee was like, he was talking about it. He was like, he goes up, he gets up there for a minute, and Mitzi Shore like says, "Nah, get off the stage, get
Yeah.
off." And he's like, Bobby Lee looks over, he's like, "That's Louis C.K." Like she's kicking him off
Yeah.
the stage. She's like, "No, he don't got it. He already had HBO specials. Like
Yeah.
he's already done all this shit. And like, what are you doing? Like this is Louis C.K. Like he's
Louis C.K.
yeah, he's Louis C.K.
Get
Like
off
there's not-
stage?
no, he said he was like, I did another 5 minutes. Like the whole time he was like, she lit a candle and like waved it around and like told him to get. She's like,
Wrap
just
it up.
get off the stage.
Jeez.
I don't know why. Like he's my favorite out of everybody, but.
He must have had some shit going on that
I'm-
night. that
but
she
he's
wasn't
a-
about,
he's
but
a New
they
York
said-
guy,
Yeah, they
so I
said
don't
she
know
was
if-
weird anyway.
Yeah.
Like if she didn't like you for that day,
Yeah.
or something
He's
like that,
a
but-
weirdo.
Dude, but like they all do in that documentary, everybody does her voice. Like I never heard her talk, but like they all do the same. Like whoever does impressions, they all got that impression down.
Yeah.
It's like he's not that funny.
It's weird. I remember being a kid just knowing that like Pauly Shore's mom had a comedy.
they said they say she used to sleep with everybody, like back in the day.
Yeah, I was just
obviously.
like, I remember like watching Biodome and stuff, and then like there was just something about Pauly Shore, and yeah, his mom owns a comedy club, and that's just remember a little tidbit being a kid, and now like hearing about it, it's like that's weird. That's
It
what they
is
were
fucking
doing out
crazy.
there. You guys remember Biodome? That was a
Yeah,
funny movie.
I hated it.
You hated it?
But
I've
you're-
never seen it.
I was about to ask you how you felt about it. But
I
apparently
like
you really liked it.
I think I liked it.
You were probably
That's all-
high then,
No, I
'cause
was
I
a
heard it's
kid.
like-
I wasn't
I heard
I
high.
was gonna say it's not that
Like
great.
It's like the
watching
same
it
as,
high
like-
is good.
It's like the
That's
same
what
as
I
like
heard.
Airheads. Remember that? Like where
Yeah, I
they-
do remember Airheads.
Yeah.
That's like Adam Sandler's like
Steve
early.
Buscemi. Yeah, that was a funny movie. I like.
And who's the
both of them.
dude from The Mummy? He
Brendan
was in it
Fraser.
too.
He was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him, Steve Buscemi, and Adam Sandler were like in a band.
Yeah.
we all sat and watched it. Nobody would laugh at all.
And Airheads.
Airheads? I don't think
I
you'd
would probably
at
laugh
all.
at Airheads.
Yeah, Airheads.
I don't know.
Biodome, I would.
Biodome, I may go, and this didn't age.
I don't remember
well.
laughing at any Pauly Shore movie because he made a few more. I think
He
It
did. He
wasn't
made
just-
a lot.
Like I don't know what they were, but
There's in the army or something like that. In something
He
like
did
that.
make a lot, didn't he?
yeah, he
He
was
did.
like super. Because what was it from MTV? What the hell was he?
Yeah,
popular
he was
for?
on the MTV thing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Just for being like
Yeah,
a stoner,
man.
bro.
He's
Yeah,
like-
man.
like yeah, and then he made like a bunch of shit movies. That's it. His
No
mom was
one-
probably like, "I fucking hate you."
Remember that Carrot Head movie? What was it? Head of the Board or something like that? You guys ever watched the
No.
Carrot Head movie? I watched that when I was a kid too. That was funny. I think it was Head of the Board.
Carrot Top.
Yeah, Carrot Top, redhead dude.
Yeah.
He
I
made
didn't know
a,
he
he made a
movie.
funny movie.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I just remember my mom taking me to Rowan College to see it.
To see him?
Yeah.
Really?
Like when I was like real young, she was
Jeez.
like, "We're gonna go," and I was like, "All right." Like, I
I'd
didn't-
watch Carrot Top.
He's like a
yeah.
prop
Like at the time, it was
comedian,
funny
yeah.
because he was like popular then. But I was just thinking like, who the
Before he got big
like I don't
as
know
shit.
anything about comedy. Like I didn't know comedy
Yeah.
shit then. I just knew who he was basically, and
Yeah.
of course it wasn't that funny because I already knew everything because he did the exact same show
Mm-hmm.
I'd seen on TV before. So, but just seeing, it, I was like, oh my god, now he's weird as hell looking.
No, he's
And-
real
yeah,
weird
you know,
looking.
steroided up.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
why would you do that if you're like Joe Rogan is, but he's not like that big? Like,
No.
Carrot Top is stupidly like
And he's doing
built.
still doing prop comedy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It was a dumb. Like then I was like, oh, this is funny. I was just like, why did my parents take me to go see this?
I'd watch
I
him now.
never see my but I just never see my parents
Chairman
watch
of the
anything.
board.
Oh, chairman of the board.
Chairman of the
never
board.
heard
Carrot Top.
Never heard of that.
Carrot Top. Didn't he have a?
It got 13% on Rotten
shit.
Tomatoes.
Sounds about right.
Is that good?
2.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
I don't know, kid. I've never gotten these C's before.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's
Yeah, I
pretty
didn't even
good.
know that.
Good old movies.
Go home and look it up.
You won't.
It's probably so.
Oh, it's
bad.
probably terrible.
Yeah. He was already weird looking. Yeah, as is. Even when he was skinny.
Yeah.
I can't even remember. No, but I was saying he had a. Didn't he have like a 1-800-COLLECT commercial or something
No, I don't know.
back in the day? Carrot Top did.
Probably,
I know he
yeah.
had a commercial.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know
that
what it
makes
was.
sense. I remember that.
One of
vaguely.
them 227 or 1-800 something. He had one of them
Yeah.
back in the day.
I just remember they gave him like a whole thing at like Vegas when they give you like the residency.
I think he still has it, right?
1-800-CALLATT.
Just straight old people are watching that shit. Like, oh, this is hilarious.
Oh wow, he's strong now.
Yeah, look how big he is. Oh my god, he doesn't fit in that shirt at all.
That's how you call collect. 1-800-CALLATT or
Yeah.
COLLECT.
It was 1-800 call ATT.
Collect or call ATT.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was both.
I think he had one of them. Remember, CKY did a bit on it.
Yeah, I vaguely remember this.
It was like 1-800-COLLECT, and they were like, "Dude, don't you know if you call 1-800-COLLECT, you can save a fucking $1?" He's like, "I don't care. My mom's paying for it." And then they beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
It was like one of them old CKY or Jackass.
like original
skits.
CKY
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that's probably original before Jackass shit.
Oh man, the original CKY was so funny.
It was.
They were. We get drunk as shit at night, and then we just put on CKY.
Yes.
You know, Brandon DiCamillo,
Yeah.
the one that did freestyle.
Yeah. Brand's
That-
freestyle.
Yes, he should have his own show on
Ho Chi
MTV.
Oh, he
Minh,
should've.
shoot a load on your
He was
chin.
definitely the funniest. You ever see Shitbags, where they're all of them live in a trailer park?
No.
That shit
Oh
was so
my-
fucking
yeah.
good.
I
Watch
remember
it
the full
afterwards.
speed diarrhea, full speed run when he shit. He
With
ate all
George
the
Carlin?
wax.
You never seen-
Yeah, I was going to say, you know who the comedian was? That was George Carlin.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
remember.
He already
the
did it.
comedian.
I did it though.
Yeah, running at full speed. Yeah.
That wasn't him though, was it? I thought it was
no,
the
that
other
was
dude.
that was Rob himself. That ran at
Rab
full
himself.
speed.
Yeah,
No,
Rab.
that wasn't him.
It was.
That took the shit at full speed.
Yeah.
No, that was the
definitely
other
Rab.
dude.
Chris
That was
Rab.
the dude that looked like Chris Pratt.
Chris Rab.
I thought you said
Pratt.
Chris Pratt. No, it was the dude that
Rob
looked like
Rab.
Matt Damon.
No, it was Rab himself.
I don't think
Yeah.
it was.
Yes,
It was.
I don't think it was.
Because he said he took like a bunch of X-Lax just to do
Yeah,
it.
he had the blonde hair. He was wearing a jock
A
strap.
jock strap. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Definitely.
And he's also the one that shit out the fucking.
On
That van.
in the tree. I remember he shit in the tree. Remember he was talking about he was a
Oh,
bird.
that was the scientist guy with the crazy hair.
That's Rab himself. Is the one with the long hair.
Oh man, what's the guy with the
No, Raekwon?
Raekwon is the guy
Oh.
with the hair.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Thank you, Billy.
No, wait.
Oh,
So you guys were right on the. That is Rab himself. I was
Yeah.
thinking Raekwon.
Raekwon.
Raekwon's the one with the long hair.
And he was in the tree, and I think it was
He
fake
was-
shit, and it was
Yeah.
that weird
Yeah.
video.
Ooh doo boo
Yeah, yes.
And he just started sitting on.
Yeah,
Yes.
fucking
All right,
mustard
yeah,
man.
you're right. You're right. You guys never seen Shitbags though? Shitbags is so good.
Orale.
Y'all folks don't know where y'all folks is at.
Nah, I remember.
Good. We're about an hour in. You guys good?
Are we?
good.
Good.
We are.
I
This is
think that
good.
really
Time
flew by.
fucking flew, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it did.
It did.
Good recap on a bunch of things we've watched.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I don't think
Nah.
so. So we doing this next week?
Yeah. So what's your schedule? I forgot. I was going to bring that up.
You don't even know.
No, I think next week I'm in the morning on Friday, so I'll be done.
So what do you got to do Saturday though?
I don't know. I mean, at worst, I just leave when we're done.
All right. So you're going
So
next
I'll be
Friday.
here Friday.
All right.
As long as everybody else is good,
Dave.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. Peace, champ.